Sometimes that is better.
Give Me Back My Horror Movies would like to apologize for the following episode. They are not responsible for what happens this evening.
There will be bad language. There will be lots of bad language.
There will be a lot of finger pointing.
There will be descriptions of things that no one should ever see on the big screen.
There.
Speaking of finger pointing, whose fault is this? Whose fucking fault is this? We watched 3 shit movies. Oh my God.
All right,
I got things to say. Look at Nate trying to hide behind his hands. No, sir, I'm looking right at you. I'm looking at you, sir.
Yeah.
You are on the list. You are on the list.
This is not my finest hour.
No, it is not.
I hope this only lasts an hour for everyone's sake.
Sadly, this was almost 3 hours. No, over 3 hours of watching some
shit. So Charlie said, why don't we do feast for Thanksgiving?
Oh, don't give this to Charlie.
No. I found the receipts.
Oh,
Charlie
okay.
said, why don't we do feast for Thanksgiving?
The first Walmart when this happened.
It'll be a fun play on words. And I went, hey, you know what? I've never seen 2 or 3. Why not make it an entire feast like, Thanksgiving? A smorgasbord, if you will. Just dive on in. Because I own part 1, and I was like, I don't remember if I like it or not, but I own it.
Oh.
I don't remember when I bought it. And I really fucking hate these movies, guys.
Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Pete's prepared.
So this is my fault for suggesting 2 and 3.
Yeah, because I stopped at 1. I had seen it, I had known about it, and it was goofy enough that I was like, I think this works. We'll have fun talking about the first one. I think
as much as I dislike part 1, somehow I found a way to get angrier as each minute passed in each film. Part 2 has no right to be an hour and 40 minutes long.
No. Oh, no. Sir. Oh,
Part 3 made the right call being an hour and 12 minutes. Thank God.
Yes.
That was an appropriate length for.
And to be honest, it's my favorite of the trilogy, if I'm going to be 100% honest.
I genuinely laughed several times at all 3 films. A genuine laugh. Like
I had maybe 3 laughs total.
Oh,
throughout the whole trilogy.
I'll tell you the times that I laughed. I thought a couple of these things were very, very clever. The kills were very cool, but that's about
if you could fucking see them.
If you could see them. Thank you.
I'm going to say right now on record, John Gulager, or however you pronounce his name, is the worst director on the planet. I hate this man. I don't know him, but I hate him. I hate his body of work. I hate what he brings to screens.
What else has he done besides this?
I don't care. He did these 3 movies. I hate Ben Affleck and Matt Damon right now.
Okay. All right. Well,
we're going to reel this in.
Well, no.
No. Should we go? We keep going.
You guys have set us up because I asked Nate, we're doing all 3 at one time. How am I going to do these fucking trailers? And he goes, see if there's one because they released them all on one DVD before, or one collection.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't exist. So then he did give me the bright idea to find something from Project Greenlight, which is where this movie originated from, season 3 to be exact. So I couldn't find a trailer for season 3 or a bumper, but I did find their little pitch table meeting, and I grabbed an excerpt from it. So in lieu of a trailer, here's a quick little clip, and then I have some things to tell you guys.
Okay. Andrew, do you like Feast better or Maneater?
If I had to pick between Feast and Maneater, I'd pick Feast.
What ticks me off about today's movies is the lack of ingenuity.
The story takes place in this desolate farm in the middle of nowhere, and it's descended on by these flesh-eating beasts.
Feast is just one of those things where you read it and you think, is this interesting and innovative and creative and unusual, or is it just dog shit?
I don't think you'll be able to pull it off without spending a
A lot of money. You'll go down the tube financially so fast.
It's insane. There's no reason anyone could think that they can make, a theatrical genre movie for $2 million with monsters and windows breaking and things exploding and floors smashing.
I don't think we should jack Feast simply because it's too expensive. Feast, it fits the mold of what kind of movies Dimension does. I think it's a sound, commercial, fun.
As long as you guys say Dimension's willing to make Feast for $12 million, we'll put it on the list.
I think Feast has a good concept behind it. It's marketable. It's fun. It doesn't take itself seriously. I wish it could be done for cheaper because that's the one that I probably like the most right now.
So that's where I stopped, because then they start talking, because this is all like a competition where they pick 3 scripts, 3 directors, and then the director isn't in charge of the movie to pick it. So this director didn't pitch Feast. He was given Feast.
Oh, dear
That's
Lord.
the whole premise of the show. So I watched this. So what you heard was Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and all these people calling them dog shit. Wes Craven going, I wouldn't do this at all. You can't do it for this amount of money. Later, I watched probably the first 20 minutes of the episode. Wes Craven just was like, I would not do this piece of shit. They go, you have to put your name on this. He goes, you better shock the hell out of me or give me something to put my name on this. Matt Damon was ready to walk away from Project Greenlight because he goes, I can't believe you assholes are picking this movie because you think it'll make money. He was pissed. That whole it was uncomfortable even to watch. And this was good. Dimension and Weinstein going, we'll make money on this because the first 2 seasons of this that we've done movies, you guys have lost money. We haven't made a nickel off of anything you've done.
Okay.
So we're going to do what we want. Yeah.
Because I was curious. I was like, I remember watching a little bit of this show back in the day.
I watched 2 episodes, I think.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't fully remember the other seasons. I was like, I knew it went on a couple. So I went back, and the other 2 movies I've never heard of. One of them's got Shia LaBeouf in it, right after Holes.
Yeah.
But they were flops. And then this comes along. And I remember buying this as a blind buy because I was like, oh, yeah.
Same.
That's that movie that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were attached to.
That's great.
Yeah. And as I'm watching it, and I think it's perfect of being said of if you don't have the money, you can't do this. It's very evident with part 2 and 3 that if you don't have the money, just don't do it, because oh my God, there are there's a cool idea here. Yeah. I'll say there's a cool idea of having a bunch of people in a bar from a small town all together. Everyone kind of knows everyone, has to band together and fight to survive.
It worked. As far as script and writing, this was solid. But
idea works.
The other thing you had said that you hated this director. So the next clip I watched, I didn't want to grab it, is him getting into an argument with the casting director. See, this guy's new. He's done small things or home videos or shit he's a new director.
Yeah.
She's trying to teach him what to do. And he's like, no, he goes, honestly, I don't even want to sit through the casting. Dude, the casting, one of the people that came in to read for this movie was John fucking Barenthal, the goddamn Punisher. You see him in the episode reading for this.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
I'm dead serious. Wow. And the director's like, nah, I don't give a shit about this guy. He looks at the casting director and goes, I'd rather just use my own people. And he wants to use his entire family.
That makes so much sense.
That's what happens. The biker chick that is in all 3 of these movies is his wife. The old bartender is his dad or some, and then he's got a daughter.
But his dad has actually been in movies.
His dad's a known actor. He's an Old West dude, but that's why the wife is in all three of these. His daughter or niece or some other younger girl is in it. And it's basically nepotism all the way through.
That makes so much sense.
Dimension just went, yeah, we think we can market this. I don't know how they got past 2.
Well, they filmed 2 and 3 back to back together,
and they did. I'll say it now, as we're going to cover all 3. There was a planned 4th one, and Dimension Miramax finally just said, no, we're not doing it.
Well, all these made it to the silver screen, did it? I mean,
2 and 3 were direct to video.
Yeah,
I think the first one, it probably would have been shown at a place like Gateway, independent theaters. before
had
just going
limited
straight
release.
to yeah.
It went to the festivals.
The whole
It
idea
had
of this Project Greenlight was to give these up and comers,
an opportunity,
an opportunity that you
the
wouldn't
spotlight,
typically
which,
get,
yeah, it's
especially when you got
in a piggy bank.
Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Wes Craven backing you. Like that's huge. And with like part one, like obviously it didn't become that big of a hit. It's definitely not that big of a cult hit. I feel like it's one of those people go, oh yeah, Feast exists.
I've heard
Forgot
of it,
about
yeah.
that. It's crazy. It got Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
It got Jason Mewes, Judah Friedlander. Like it's got familiar faces. And like when Jay shows up, I'm like, oh yeah, Jay's in this movie. Oh yeah, he dies like almost instantly.
That has to be strictly because they probably fought with the director on getting names. So Henry Rollins got put in here because it's a name. Jason Mewes is because that's the golden boy from Kevin Smith's movie. So
he's
and
gonna be
it's
friends with
Miramax.
Ben Affleck. So
exactly. So it's like, hey man, do us a solid, get in here. And Miramax or Dimension was really trying. I don't know what the actual budget ended up being for the first one, but they were like arguing hard to get it down to like 2 million. They were like, cut this fucker up, get it down to 2 million. We don't care what it takes. So I don't know what the actual budget ended up being, but
I don't know either.
This
I didn't
was
didn't care.
This was destined to fail at some level.
Well, then the writers is Patrick Melton and Marcus Dunstan, which
they
those are
won
the
the
guys that carried on the Saw movies after the first three. So they did Saw 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Wow.
So like those guys have had a very prolific career because you got to think about it, those movies made money. I mean, 5's when it started to tank and 6 and so forth, but still the guys made money. Like John Gallagher has gone on to do nothing.
Yeah. Feast had a solid premise. So these writers were onto something. That's what got them on the show. They were like, at least this looks promising. We like the story. We like the way you're thinking. And honestly, it probably should have been a $12 million film. It's just nobody wanted to put that much money into Project Greenlight.
You can't see shit. Yes, it's a bloodbath. By all means, this is something that we enjoy. It is a bloodbath.
Yes.
Every character is despicable. I hate every single character.
Every last one of them.
Every single one of them I do not care about. They live or die at all. So instantly you got me lost there. When the carnage is happening, you can't see shit because the camera is shaking so damn bad in this poorly lit bar.
It's super poorly lit. The shaky cam literally made me sick.
It gets worse my eyes as it goes on.
And as the movies go on, like 2 and 3, it's daytime now and it's shaking like an epileptic fever.
And like
I can't see a damn thing.
Can't see a thing. And it does what the Blob and Deep Blue Sea did better by, you bring in this guy who's, I'm here to kick ass. I'm the one that's going to save you. And it pumps his shotgun and he instantly gets killed. And it's like, Deep Blue Sea did that better. Yeah. The Blob did that switcheroo better.
Yep.
With making you think that the jock was going to be the hero and like he gets taken out. Like this movie's too stupid for its own good.
Well, the thing is, it was funny and kind of like, oh wow, they actually did that the first time I watched this movie.
Then they do it over and over and over again.
They run the joke into they Family Guy this damn thing. That's exactly what they do. They just kill the joke. But it's like when the guy that is supposed to be the hero, he's taking charge, he does this shit, he dies. It's like, oh shit, really? Then the heroine, oh, obviously she dies.
Yeah,
and they die. And the worst part, the biggest thing that pissed me off as I started watching these was I kept going, well, how the fuck is that person still alive now? Why did they retcon that person to still be kicking by the end of this?
The dad living and the beginning of part 2, I went, wait, I thought the bartender died. Like you clearly saw a visceral throat rip.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, he just had like a little flesh wound.
I was less mad at part 2 with the biker queen being a twin of the sister. And once I found out that was the director's wife, totally made sense. I was like, okay, I get it. I was more pissed off that they made the story centric around her chasing down the dumbass from the first one, and we never see him again ever.
He's gone.
In all the movies.
No,
but
it's
they
like they
won't shut
forgot
up
that
about it.
story happened almost.
By the third one, that story was done.
Well, like-
She kept trying to bring it back, and it was like, we're over that.
Well, that's
we're
another
past that part now.
frustrating part of this is part one, self-contained story. The sequel, you always go bigger, which if you go bigger means more budget, more violence, and it has an interesting idea of let's take it from the bar to the local town that's nearby.
Yeah.
Now we have a bigger playground to have fun with these monsters.
Bigger body
And
count, bigger everything. Yeah.
They don't do that. They waste that entire potential. There's barely any monsters. I swear to God, they only have one monster suit because there's scenes where they're up on the rooftops looking down below and it's all CGI monsters. So it's like, if you didn't have it, change your story to revolve around what your budget allows. You know, if James Cameron made Aliens, went, well, we only got one alien suit, guys, so like we'll just CG the rest. Aliens be pretty fucking terrible.
Yes.
But instead, he knew what he was doing. What they should have done is like, all right, if you only got one suit for part two, maybe you only just limit it to one. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Or creative filmmaking to where that one suit is everywhere in the shots, because never is the creature clear. My biggest thing with, I don't know how, we talked about this before we started about how the hell we were even going to do this. So we're just kind of globbing all three of these together because I don't want to walk through all three of these things. I'm still pissed off I had to watch them. This is how bad it is. I didn't mind the first one. Even after I watched it again, I went, oh yeah, I remember this. Okay. Oh, I remember that part. That was gross and funny.
Yep.
Okay, cool. After watching the next two, it made me hate part one.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, I
already
can't
didn't
get
like
behind
part
this.
one, but I got madder that part one exists because of it existing now means part two and three exists.
And it's one of the reasons why I say that now part three is my favorite one. And it's
because
only
it ends.
Well, apparently not, because there was going to be a part 4. So who knows how they would have pissed me off. I'm trying to save the end of part 3 till we get a little bit further.
A little further into it.
Yeah, just a little bit further.
With part 1, the monsters are wearing disguises, which is just stupid.
That's so weird. Like
It's
they
just
have this whole
dumb
shell or this giant headdress on or something, and they look really creepy and scary. And then they take it off toward the end of the movie.
Yeah, you got to reveal
cool.
that you have to predator it, Pete.
Right,
you have to unmask the monster.
Exactly what it is.
That's exactly what they
it was.
did.
Old Man Jenkins from the museum. The whole time.
I'd have got away with it too if it hadn't been for you
kids. The
kids.
design was pretty good when you can see it. Even
when you could
even when
see
they were
it
outside of the building, there were like 2 or 3.
I like that he looks like a jack-o'-lantern type head with razor sharp teeth.
Big, like, anglerfish jaw.
Yeah, there's a cool idea there.
There is.
And it's a suit. It's clearly a suit. Some dude
and it's practical, which I'm not going to ding it for the first one. I love a practical thing. There's blood everywhere. Very little in the first one is like all CG. Like when there's blood in there, there's blood going on.
There's a lot of.
I like the little baby creature that gets in there. I actually like that part. They trap it in the freezer and
I like the baby thing.
Yeah.
Until it turns into a 12-year-old gag with him and the biker chick, and it's just like, oh, they're just wanting to hump everything. I hate this. Like, this is
the first time I watched it, I laughed at that because I was like, oh shit, they went there.
Yeah.
Like that was still one of those moments. Like I technically haven't seen that in a movie, so it humped her face and she spits it out before she blows up. You know, this movie series is full of gross gore, bile, semen, any shit.
Giant
if there's a bodily fluid, it's in this.
But like to me, it doesn't come across as like funny. It just comes across as edgelord 13-year-old.
Part 2 and 3 are edgelord. Part 1 is the only one I give a pass because they didn't overdo it. It was funny when the guy looks out the side and they're humping. That was funny. That was like, okay, the monsters are out there getting it on.
That's all they do. And like
right away,
the dick that gets cut off in the door.
Monster
that
cock.
was funny. This is all
that
first
one
one.
got a chuckle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like these movies, I'm like, these are made for people who wear those shirts that said "My music scares people," or like "Shut up, brain," or "I'll stab you with a Q-tip." You remember those dumb things?
Yeah.
That's what
Big
these movies
Johnson
are.
T-shirts.
Yeah, like they're just the equivalent of just like stupid humor that I
Nate's
can't
mad.
stand. I am like I'm not
I'm so
offended
glad we
by
picked
any of this. I'm
No, you can't. You can't.
I
There
am
was
what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just
I wasn't paying
upset.
attention.
Blinded by rage.
I was never.
I'm
okay.
insulted. I'm insulted by these
Insulted.
movies because of how shitty they are.
There was one scene in part 2 that I guess if I had to put a word to it, I was offended by, and it led to where I thought I was like, please God, no, you're not going to go where I thought you were going to go. They didn't. They still did something pretty fucked up. But
yeah,
okay, look, all right. I have to be tactful on how I say this. So in part 2,
we all do.
there's a point where they've made out the creatures to be just basically wanting to hump the world. Like
Yes.
they're everything around them they're humping.
It's almost like a 13-year-old would write that.
Yeah, but there comes a point where now we're in Scrody McBoogerballs territory.
Yeah,
and
exactly. That's
it's-
exactly what it is.
They show the creature doing something to a cat.
Interspecies
And
erotica.
I got so pissed off, and I was like, I literally in the group chat as I was watching, I went, "Fuck this movie."
Yes, you did.
Then it progresses to this point where basically it's the Tremors moment. They're all on the roof of the building. They start hearing a baby cry, and I go, "Oh, this is going to get really fucked up." And the dude tries to go do a hero moment to go save the baby, and the monster's chasing him. And I went in my brain going, I know what they just did to that cat. Please tell me they're not going to do what I think they're going to do.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I immediately was like, this is how, like, part of me was like, there's no fucking way they're going to do that. But I was still at that moment of, I don't know what they're going to do. This
as soon as he was running with the baby like a football, I was like, oh, he's going to throw it. He's going to throw the baby.
There came a point when I knew he was going to throw it, which thankfully also the baby's still alive after it lands. It cries a little bit, but then of course the creatures eat it.
Yeah.
Normally I know in Dead Snow 2, I said it was hilarious that the kid died because they made it funny. But man, there was something different about a baby, and my mind went to the worst possible scenario. And after that happened, I went double fuck this movie in the group chat. And at some point I went triple fuck it too. Part 2, it could just fucking be shit on and thrown away. And
never need to be existing. Like,
I hate
the
part
amount
2.
of how boring it is, how little anything happens, the god awful green screen. Throughout
that was so
the movie.
bad.
Even like when they're on the rooftops, the only character that I liked was Lightning because he's a luchador wrestler.
Yeah.
So
I liked Thunder and Lightning. So you had the two
brothers, I think they are.
Step
brothers,
little people
Yeah.
brothers,
People
step
and their
brothers.
brothers or cousins, something like
So, and they were wrestlers. Okay, they're going with the stereotype. I'm not worried about that. What I hated that involved them was the running gag of grandma decaying and they're carrying her around in a sack.
Now, I hate that, but I do like that Lightning was the only character that was like, he cared about his grandma. Don't touch her, get away from her.
I loved all that.
Like, in a movie where I did just claim 15 minutes ago that everyone sucks, Lightning actually has heart and is actually trying to do by right and be a hero.
Decent people at the
I like Lightning and Thunder. I mean, Thunder was just like the voice. He was almost the voice of reason.
Yeah.
He had a good place to hide. He, the stupid, you're key makers. Why don't you make a key? You can't make a key by looking through a telescope at the lock.
No.
That's not how that works.
That's not how it works.
They build a trebuchet out of shit on the roof, which it's very Looney Tunes, but then that's why I get pissed off at the grandma part, because she's dying. Obviously, they decide to use a test dummy and launch Abuela to see if she'll reach the other side.
And she does.
She does in gooey, spectacular form.
But then Thunder doesn't.
And Thunder doesn't make it, not even close. Like, I don't even understand.
And then you get
what Abuela does.
The worst CGI of Thunder getting cut in half. And like his body dragging.
He's dragging no legs behind him.
But it's clearly like he's wearing green pants.
Yeah.
And they went, we'll just superimpose the blood over the green pants. And like part 2 has an interesting concept of like, well, what if we do an autopsy on him? I'm like, oh, all right, this could get like gory and gross. And I hated it so much.
It was terrible because none of them are medical doctors at all whatsoever. None of them are biologists at all whatsoever.
The dude wanting to do it was a used car salesman. Yeah. And then I'm pissed off at the people that were like, well, what do we make the inside of the creatures look like? It's a giant fucking eyeball with a mouth.
Yeah, with a mouth.
That has no reason. Like, we don't figure out why the eyeball's there.
No.
Like,
the creature was dead.
Yeah.
What, were you trying to have a Blade 2 moment where the
No
stomach
clue.
is the heart still feeding or some bullshit?
Like, you get a fart joke in it that made me giggle because I'm gonna giggle at fart jokes.
The fart joke made me giggle.
I'm
but
gonna
when he
giggle at
made
that.
When he
and
made
like,
it shit on her, I was like, wow, you guys really just...
It pooped on her. It ejaculated on everyone.
Yeah.
It puked on everyone. And like, it's going for the gross out gag. I get what they're trying to go for. But like, it just doesn't work.
When you do it so often, it just doesn't. It's just not.
Yeah, it's just
not
like
even
here's
shocking after a while.
No,
it keeps going. It keeps happening.
Well,
these monsters are walking around with these 12-inch dongs just hanging all over the place.
Their balls are hanging out, and it's just like here's a dead horse. Let's keep beating it.
Well, the other thing I read, God knows why I even bothered reading half this shit, was their original plan was the biker chick gang that comes in that immediately when they got to town, they were supposed to be attacked and lose all their clothes and spend the rest of the movie naked. The entire fully nude
13-year-old.
And the women were okay with it. I mean, that's fine. If you're being paid correctly and you can do it. The reason they didn't was because the town they were filming in were so nice to them. They were like, yeah, we probably shouldn't do that where everyone in this town is going to see.
Oh, that's very nice about that town.
Finally, there's some decency apparently, but they wanted to do it. And then when I read about the plan for part 4 was everything that you have seen, like multiply it by 10. It's going to be more gore, nudity, and nastiness than all 3 movies combined.
It says a lot when you take everything that I like and you find a way to ruin it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it does say a lot where it's just like, I like practical effects and gore. I like my nudity in movies. I like violence and over the topness. And
my
yet
monsters and guys.
And yet somehow you failed on every level. And I don't think I can fully ever explain it in 3 hours of conversation. You know?
I would want to. I just want to say I hate these movies.
Just you watch it and you go, I get it. Now I understand why they hate it so much.
I don't understand what the thought process was on the decisions. And we're going to beat this thing like a dead horse, but it's
I think the thought process was, let's make a movie that we remember from the 80s and crank it up to 11.
What fucking movie from the 80s was this about? Because there's nothing. They're not even paying good homages to anything.
Well,
they leave a meth head hobo locked up in a jail cell or the jailhouse for the entirety of part 2. Like,
yeah, that's right.
Well, it's like a smart
totally
movie
wasted.
Would be like what Crabs did, whereas like let's have smaller creatures, multiple ones that do a lot of damage. Then we'll do some medium-sized ones.
Yeah.
Then we'll do our big one. You know, like this movie couldn't decide for the life of it, none of them, on what their monsters were, and then their whole purpose is just the hump. Like it's just stupid when you say it out loud. You're like, that's dumb. Like someone typed that up, and no one else in the room went, "Yeah, maybe we should change that. That's pretty dumb, dude."
And they didn't ever play Humpty Hump once.
Yeah. Not once.
Missed opportunity.
I mean, they probably couldn't afford the rights to get
This is also true.
But it just comes to this point of like, sometimes I like a movie where I don't need everything spelled out to me, but if you're gonna fuck around with these monsters this much, I kind of need a little bit of an origin.
Yeah,
I kind of need to know, are they alien? Are they
Right.
Well, especially
native
if you have
creatures?
3 movies. Like the first movie, I don't.
Yeah,
You know,
first one, I
exposition
didn't need to
over
know
the-
First
shit.
one,
Right,
you
like
could have
the
gave
thing.
me.
We don't really need to know where the thing came from. I mean,
No.
there was a spaceship, so it's an
It's
alien or something.
terrifying
The
on its
Blob
own.
was the same way. We're not real
Yeah.
sure exactly the origin of it, and if there were more movies about these things, that would come to light, I'm certain. But there was nothing going on with this thing.
Yeah.
They
As it
just
goes on.
pop these monsters down and pit them against other. They're unstoppable for the most part. I don't think they were.
It's
able to-
almost like they were making that part, and that kind of goes right with the autopsy. Is they're making a joke of the fact that they don't know where the writers and the director don't know where the hell these things are coming from. You know,
And
it's
that's
like,
where it's like, if you don't know, don't write it. Don't make it.
Don't write
Wait.
it at all.
You should have
Like-
some background.
Your first movie
Even
could
a
have been
little bit.
just one monster and maybe a
Mhm.
couple of the small ones.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
And
the
they,
terrifying aspect would have been if you would have had likable characters as well, all banding together and trying to survive. Or at least do a character arc where the bad people, you know, realize the mistakes of their way. I know it's cliche, but I would much rather see a character arc development than just asshole 1, asshole 2, asshole 3,
Yeah.
asshole 4, and so forth. And you're just like, oh, all you guys are is body count fodder, and I don't care about how any of you die.
Part 1 really should have leaned a little bit more into like the assault on Precinct 13 storyline.
It could have been that
Mhm.
meets Alien on
Exactly.
Earth.
You could have sci-fi'd the hell out of
And
that.
you could have
movie,
had
which would-
some fun with it.
You could have had a lot of fun because you're talking about a John Carpenter property. Add another John Carpenter movie to that, and really have some fun. And I guarantee you, Wes Craven would have been in for that. He
Yep.
would have been like, "Yes, okay, now I can
And
get behind
I
this."
know
idea."
you can make that movie for $2 million because we watched Crabs and that movie was made for way less.
Right. There comes a
Like,
point.
we know that it is possible because Psycho Gorman exists, you know? Like,
Right. Jesus, less than $1 million, and that
Yeah.
didn't come out.
That's
and then
that
part
blows
2
my mind.
is where you do your aliens, where it's like, yes, you have the right idea. Someone comes to town. They realize that their family member has been killed. They don't understand what's going on. You don't have the bartender survive. It's just they come to the bar. They see it's covered in blood. It's ransacked. What the hell? Let me go to the local town nearby, see if anyone has any information.
You can
And then
still
you
work
stumble
the
across
sister
the
in,
same
too.
thing.
You could
Yeah.
you could still work the sister in. If
Yep,
wanted
you
to
could
keep
still
your wife
work
in the
that
film.
out.
You can
and-
still keep her in as she's trying to find her sister, and she comes because she sort of does that in the second one anyway, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't have a problem with her
No, not at all.
on that little mission. Like, she is the person that's walking into this having no idea what's going on. You
Yeah.
know, and I'm
They have
totally okay
An
with
idea
her.
there. And then
Yes.
they just don't know how to execute it throughout the rest of the movie.
No, it's called the people that she's after said, "Fuck you, I don't want to do this movie anymore." And
Yeah.
now instead of the smart thing, because you're already a direct to video sequel, just recast it. We
Yeah.
don't care.
I
Just-
would have
just
not
recast
recognized the
them.
guy regardless.
No.
You know?
I wouldn't have recognized him. It wouldn't have mattered. Hell, you could have killed him off in the first 5 minutes and just, took that away from her.
Because that's
It's-
exactly what part 3 is let's recap the final,
Oh,
5-10 minutes of the first of part 2.
Part 3 is literally an hour if you take out the recap and explain why some people are and aren't dead. Like Honey Pie, I am just so tired of her in the second movie because she's doing nothing.
She adds nothing to the film.
I
They
know
could have
that
set her up though for part
Yes,
1
they could have.
because they
could have
said
been-
it's the girl that wants to get out of town, and it's like that could have been your
abandons-
hero.
She abandons everyone in
Oh,
the part
she's-
1, and she could have been, like Nate said, the one that kind of,
She could have came
redeems
back.
herself.
been the
a
Burt
little bit.
She could
Gummer.
have Han Solo'd this movie. She could
Yep.
have turned. She could have made a big old circle and then run over the alien
But
or the monster at the very end.
Instead, they've made her this dumb blonde. Her trying to break out of a glass door. I was screaming at the television because she's hitting it with all these things. And then she finally grabs a crowbar, but instead of hitting the glass, she tries to pry the door open and
Right.
fails and throws it down.
Why was
I
it
went-
raining? Why was it always raining when she is in that store?
I have no idea, but that was
'Cause
also
it's not
whenever
raining anywhere else.
I messaged you guys going, you guys realize this movie's happening during Christmas? Because there's Christmas
Yeah.
decorations everywhere.
Yeah, we
And I was
gotta
like,
get off this.
wow.
We got to
That
get
was,
off this.
it was
No
just
more Christmas,
good.
please.
No,
Although this one's coming out first, right?
yeah, this is Thanksgiving.
Yep, this
our
is Thanksgiving.
Oh man,
Aren't you all thankful we covered Feast? Aren't you all just thankful that I had this
Guys,
great idea?
I got a movie that's worse than this, but way more entertaining for next year.
That's all I was, entertaining. And I wasn't entertained at all.
Yeah,
There
I was
were
gonna stop
moments
at one.
where I was getting up and doing laundry and just kept playing because I don't care. This movie can keep on going. They're not doing anything anyway. And it's not like anything cool is happening. I'm not going to miss someone getting decapitated, you know?
No.
Because you just wait 5 minutes and they'll be
Yeah, exactly. And it's also going to be like a person that died, I don't care about whatsoever. The movie tries to be clever with part one of giving everyone character cards. But even that is like...
I've seen that done way better.
Yeah. Everything's just been done better.
Part one was unique when I first saw it. Went,
Yes.
okay, I like the little quips. Part two, I was like, well, why did you guys drop that bit? Why are you doing something? Why are you doing this like monologue bullshit?
Yeah.
And then part three, they realized they screwed up and went back to the cards.
I think it's part three. They went, all right, we only have about $350 left of budget. So what we'll do is pause the movie and we'll just throw up a little card.
No, I think budget got more for part three because there's so much more that happens. But I tell you what, before we jump right into part three, I think it's time to play a commercial. What do you guys say?
Thank God.
Don't go away. It could be a grave mistake.
Hi, everybody. I'm Josh.
And I'm Brett.
If you're looking for a different horror podcast, one that stands out from the rest,
well, don't look here.
Absolutely not. Every week we talk about our favorite horror movies and some of our favorite aspects of those horror movies.
So that's something that interests you? Check us out.
The only thing that sets us apart is that it's us. So if you like the sound of our voices,
check us out at the Evil Desk Podcast,
wherever it is that you find podcasts.
This is the Nintendo video game system. It plays only cartridge games. This is the new Atari XE system. It plays cartridge and disc-based games. Disc drive sold separately, and only Atari comes with a real joystick. Both have guns, but only Atari comes with the target game Bug Hunt. Nintendo has a toy robot, but only Atari gives you a keyboard for playing advanced computer games. It even comes with the amazing Flight Simulator 2 cartridge. The new Atari XE video game system. Unbeatable.
Don't let the commercials bug you. We're back.
Man, I'm glad you threw in a video game commercial because, like, going to the video game convention for our boy Mark and his bachelor party. And by the time this episode airs, it's going to be you and me, buddy.
That's
to
it.
give me back the bartending because we're going to be bartenders.
We're going to be bartenders. That's right. We're going to hand out alcohol. I just loved a commercial of Atari's talking smack about Nintendo back in the day. I was like, wow, this hasn't aged well.
That's some big brass balls that Atari had.
Yeah. That's no bueno. Pete has no
Good
idea what
Lord.
we're talking about.
Not
'cause
at
he had to
all.
go to the bathroom, but it's totally fine. Just laugh and agree with us, Pete. That's all you got to do.
Yep, that's all you got to do.
So I know I stopped this right there because I was like, well, when I talk about three, because I've made the bold statement that I like part three better than all the other ones, because part three is when I actually started to laugh and just was in this mode of fuck it, you can't get any worse than two.
I think by the time of part three, I was in such a blood rage anger that it just didn't matter what it did.
And other than the one dude getting raped from behind and giving birth to a hybrid creature dude, because that happened, and I was like, all right, three's already just ready to be thrown away. But then the one girl, Honey Pie, kills our hero again at the beginning of the movie, and I genuinely laughed my ass off when she shot him straight up through the head. I rewound it to make sure I saw it right.
I was moving laundry and went, oh, yeah, of course they killed the badass again. Whoa, who didn't see that one coming? Like,
Pete, you're on mute. Okay. No, it was just They're all in the jail cell. They finally got into the place they needed to get into. And it was like, obviously, this is the most secure area. And this dude is like, it wasn't Honey Pie because she's dead. That was
She's
the other
dead.
This was
She died in 2.
Yeah. Well, no,
Secret.
she died in 3. She got her neck sliced in 2, but you had to watch all the way through the credits.
Oh, for
she
fuck's
gets
sake.
back up, takes off walking, and in part 3, it starts out there, and a creature runs up behind her and rips her head off, eats it, and shits her head back out.
Which is the dumbest thing ever, because it's like, so these guys eat, but they don't digest. They just instantly poop you out, is what you're telling me.
No, because there's a giant fucking eyeball in their stomach and a mouth. So that's... And you instantly
when they
give
ate
birth.
something, they would give birth that way.
No, it was just a dumb, let's just get a poop joke in here.
Also, our most, as far as I'm concerned, our most hated character, which is the guy that does the autopsy, the used car salesman.
They keep him alive.
Stuck through his head, and he lives through most of
They keep him going. And it's like, this is the guy that threw the baby, and you're really going to keep this guy alive? Like, the whole group would have thrown his ass off the roof as soon as he got back up.
I don't know if he's related, but
I'm assuming he's like the director's best friend at this point.
The clip I saw of the director, they were showing one of his like 3-minute short films. That guy's in it. So they're obviously connected.
More nepotism.
I guarantee everyone that lived into the next movie is connected to the director somehow.
Probably because John Gulager's a piece of shit. And you know what? I hope he never gets to make movies ever again. And I hate him so much. Honestly, rival of Lifetime Achievement Award is what he gets from me. I don't remember who I'm in a rivalry with right now, but it's now forever this guy.
Wait, who are you in?
Jai Courtney.
Oh, it's still Jai Courtney. We're not at the end of the year yet. It's still Jai Courtney. We got another month of Jai Courtney.
Yeah.
All right. But John Gulager, like, he is my most despised list
January
ever.
1st, is he going to be your guy?
Yeah. And then every January as it comes, I'm like, this son of a bitch.
Just remember.
One of the times I laughed was when this piece of shit, this used car salesman was running down the main street with the baby like a football, and it's a dummy baby.
Yeah.
Dummy baby was great.
It's flopping around, and it made my heart sing because it's a dummy baby.
When Lightning is running around naked and it's flopping around,
that
made me laugh.
That little guy, oh my god! That was the other.
That was a good gag. You know. And I think that's what makes me even angrier towards this movie is like,
there were good gags.
When you would have a good gag, it's like, this is wasted in the worst
There's
movie
a
ever.
moment in there's a couple of moments in part 3 because Lightning somehow lives through part 2 after a stick of dynamite goes off next to him because he's in a trash can.
He's in a trash can, and the bum puts the dynamite in the trash can.
No, it's beside it because he's looking through the bullet hole in the side, and that's the flame coming.
Yeah.
Yes, because they recap it in 3.
And then you see him launch across the screen, and it's like, oh, well, he's dead. But no, he's not.
But because he's having trouble getting around because he's been blown up, plus he's a little person, Secret puts him up on her shoulders. If you pay attention, the only thing he's holding on to is her boobs the entire time they're running around. He's got his arms around her on her tits.
All right,
and
now I want to
running.
watch it again. No, I don't. No, I don't.
You know, I told you. That's all you need to know.
But part 3 makes the decision to take everything to the sewers to get out of town. Which the movie's already stupid bad CGI. Then by the time you get to the sewer lines, you can't see shit whatsoever. Then they introduce Jean-Claude Segal.
I love Jean-Claude Segal.
Who is once again the badass who's going to save the day. Because now we're on to like number 7 at this point.
Well, first off, the other reason I love this movie is because Josh Blue is in this.
I like Josh Blue.
Josh Blue is one of my
deserves
favorite
better than this.
Comedians. I
like that he's the prophet who thinks he's like the wizard that's gonna, get rid of that they listen to him.
But it's because he has a hearing aid that is emitting this high-pitched squeal, and that's what makes the monsters run away. But he thinks he's Obi-Wan from A New Hope when it's like all the sand people go running away. But I love Josh Blue is a comedian. I watch him all the time. He is hilarious. But he has cerebral palsy, and one of my favorite bits from him is his arm is one of those where it's locked up in a certain position.
Yeah.
And he's wearing one of those like gold bracelets. And someone walked up to me and he goes, "Hey, is that one of those magnetic bracelets?" He goes, "Sure is. Look at how amazing it is on this arm. I can't wait till I put it on this one and see what it does." And I lose my shit because he pokes fun at himself on it. But when Jean-Claude Segal pops up and he's like, this was the first day of the rest of my life. I was just a nobody before yesterday, and my mom and dad died. And he has like knives taped to his arms.
Oh yeah,
and he is like ninja kicking and karate
Wolverine,
chopping.
yeah.
Then he loses an arm like immediately, so they have to kill him. But then my favorite goddamn moment.
Oh, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Is he and the old dude get separated in the sewers from everyone else. Yeah. Jean-Claude gets cut on his good arm and he's bleeding a lot. So the old man, military vet or whatever, he explains it and he goes, "We got to take care of that. Or you're going to lose the arm or some shit." And he goes, "I've got a bullet in my pocket from my hunting trip," because they don't have a lot of guns. He pulls the bullet out and dumps gunpowder on the wound. Okay, cool. And the guy's like, "Do you know what you're doing?" He goes, "I was in the military and I know military medicine."
Yeah.
He goes, "I got one more bullet. Hold on." And he pulls another thing and he dumps it down in there. And he goes, "Have you done this before?" He goes, "No, but I saw this on Rambo 3. And he lights it on fire and blows the fucking arm off of him to where the dude has no arms. And then he goes later, he goes, "I look like a goddamn foosball player." And I lost my shit.
Again, good gags. There's some good gags. And
that arm goes flying and he makes a Rambo 3 reference and I am in tears. And then he goes, "I'm a foosball player." And then he sacrifices himself because they have to climb up a ladder that has a lock around it. So he uses himself as a step so everyone can get up above. And the old man turns around and goes, "Give me your hand." And they stare at each other for a solid 30 seconds.
He gave him the finger. You just didn't see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was the phantom finger.
That was the, what was that? Oh, yeah, Demon Knight. She goes, "I'm giving you the finger.
Yeah.
You just can't see it right now." And he ninja kicks a bunch. And then they add different characters called pukers now.
Yeah, now we got zombies essentially, because obviously they only had one rubber suit and went, "Well, we need more bad guys. We'll just throw a little bit of blood and makeup on some people and now they're the bad guys."
They're having a rave in the sewer.
Okay. The whole rave scene and the strobe light was sickening, because you already couldn't see anything, and then you throw in this flashing light to make it even harder. It was so frustrating. Goddamn frustrating.
I hated that part, man.
Another thing that I hated with 2 and 3 was when they didn't have a light source and they decided, well, we're going to do night vision or infrared instead. And it just looked so damn cheap and so stupid and and it would transition back to a normal lens, like normal color. And it was just like, this is terrible. Like, this does not work at all. It doesn't serve the purpose of the movie whatsoever. Like, if you couldn't do these night scenes, don't do them. Yeah. Like, change your script. Like, that's all I could keep thinking as watching these movies, is just like, you did not have the creative input or the outlet there, so maybe you shouldn't have done it.
There's points of this, I want to say infuriating, but there came a point where I just went, F these movies. I don't care anymore. I don't care at all anymore with these movies.
I was so mad that I had to watch 3 movies that I hated just to record a dumb episode.
And you were you picked them, and you were the last one to watch them. Pete and I had already seen these. I pushed through 2 yesterday. From recording.
It took me
the last 20 minutes today when I got home.
It took me 4 attempts to get through part 2. Like,
I tell you, stop. I knew not to stop after listening to you two.
There was a moment of me just being like, maybe this is the first movie ever where I don't finish it for the podcast, and I just rolled with it. I thought about it, but I was like, nope. We ride together, we die together, boys.
Yeah, you're not getting out of not watching that piece
Yeah,
of shit.
I was like,
guarantee you that.
I'm in this, but when I say I dreaded having to press resume where I left off on Voodoo, I mean, a piece of me died each time. Where it's like, I don't want this, and I was like,
part I paid to watch 2 and 3.
Oh,
I rented them.
They were free on Voodoo. You just had to watch ads.
I don't have Voodoo. I don't know. Was that another app I could download?
It's a free app
for Voodoo.
It's a free app.
It's like Tubi. It's like Tubi. If you
it's like Tubi.
Sign up,
you can buy movies or some stuff's free.
You'll have a page, a landing page.
I rented them through Xbox at $4 a pop. I could have bought them at $5 a pop, and I went no. Feast was free on Tubi. I watched Feast for free.
Right.
Part 2 and 3, I paid $8 to watch.
Charlie, next time I see you, I'm going to give you $8.
Nate, you'll be receiving an invoice for that later.
Nate, you owe Charlie you owe Charlie $8. Actually,
you know what?
I pay for all this shit. You owe me $8 now. God damn it!
Yep, that's fair. I will get you back next week when I see you. Here is 8 crisp ones. Spend them wisely.
Oh, that's right. You're going to be in town next week. Damn it!
I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bank and be like, I need brand new ones.
Oh yeah, get him coins.
Yeah,
just for fun.
I need gold coins.
Here's
Sacagawea dollars.
Sacagaweas. Yeah, Nate and I get to be bartenders at our buddy's wedding next week.
Oh, how much fun is that?
Fun.
Yeah,
they have to have someone there to card people, and it's like Mark asked me, and I was like, "Yeah, Nate's got to do it too."
Shenanigans abound.
That's it, man. But we have a lot more fun than watching these movies.
Well, like with 3, I don't want to talk about it, guys.
Can we?
Slash comes back as the hybrid creature. You think for a split second, I thought I was going to get something kind of cool, where he saves them. He lifts the door, pulls the guy that has fucking
like maybe
pipe.
He redeems himself for being a piece of shit.
Yeah, maybe they get a creature on their side and I get a big creature fight at the end. No, he saves the dude only to crush his head. Although there's another point that I laughed my ass off was the one girl in the jail cell had Secret had grabbed a bullet off the floor, and later when they're all surrounded, she takes a bullet and puts it in that pipe.
That was cool.
Dude's head and hits it with a hammer and uses it as a gun. His head pipe as a gun.
I totally missed that.
That was funny.
That was cool. It's probably because it was so damn hard to see, Pete.
Yeah,
that's why
really
you missed it.
Hard
but
to see,
it was one of those moments
funny.
where it's like, that's cool. So collectively, if you take all the good ideas from all 3 movies, you get one really cool 15-minute short film on YouTube.
Yeah,
maybe,
I'd say
20.
We could probably pad it out to 20 minutes. And
maybe 20,
really
but
cool...
honestly, that I don't know if I have the attention span for that.
That's fair.
But yeah, so I think we got to get to it now, guys.
Yeah, with the way it ends. Oh my God.
We were told there's a reason I put the Evil Deaths trailer in here is because we were told by them directly that we should just stick it out till the end of part 3.
Watch all the way through the credits.
Just all the way to part 3.
I didn't watch all the way through the credits. As soon as it was over, I went, I'm done. Get me out of here.
Is there stuff after the credits? I stuck around for a while.
Song. You had the song.
Oh, I listened all the way through the song.
I didn't listen to all the song. I went, I'm done.
Well, no, there wasn't really anything after the song.
No, there wasn't anything after. I thought I stuck through it. So we get to the end of this, and it is the old man bartender who should have died in the first one. Secret and Lightning. So Lightning's the only one we care about that is surviving, and we're down. And then they do, God, it was just so bad that the old man goes, well, we lived. Now we got to repopulate the world, and starts taking his clothes off to have his way with Secret. Mm-hmm. And in a split second of an instant, a giant robot foot drops down and crushes Secret and Lightning into a puddle of body parts. Yes. And the foot is like tanks and pipes and all this stuff, and it just keeps walking.
In a better movie, it would have been a great gag to end the movie on.
I still, my jaw still dropped. Okay, I was still like, that was the last thing.
It was something I never expected. And the fact that you don't see the robot at all in the background after that, like, because I was looking, I was like, well, is he like
you didn't
walking
listen.
somewhere?
You
It's a
didn't
ninja
listen through
robot.
this into the song.
Nope.
As Pete was talking about, this mariachi guy comes out and sings a song about all three movies. And he makes a comment going, and everyone's mouth is agape because you saw a giant foot kill them. And it's like, what the hell? And the camera slowly pans out, and the fucking robot's just standing out in the middle of the desert.
Far back in the desert.
And then it pans back over to show that the old man's still alive, walking away.
Well, the old man walks toward the camera.
Well, he walks towards the camera, but he's walking away from town. So, because that's how the movie started, was we saw the old man walking to the camera. That is now how it finished.
Right.
But at that point, these movies had already wiped themselves clean from my brain. I did not remember how the first one started at all.
Well, the beginning of part 3 was
okay.
the old man was walking on a road, and then it changes. It's because they tried that stupid thing, like, oh, we show you who lives. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. These movies shouldn't exist whatsoever.
No, they shouldn't. I am mad at you, Ben Affleck. I am mad at you, Matt Damon.
It doesn't sound like it was Affleck's.
No, it sounds like they were adamant about not wanting to do this.
They should have tried harder. Damn it! They should have just put the Affleck foot down.
Weinstein's got the money, man.
I was going to say, see, Project Greenlight they were just involved with that. They didn't really get to decide what happened.
I know that's like, they were just part of that, and
they got labeled as producers on the first one. And I guarantee you couldn't find anything that says their names on the next two. But let's get into the things, and we can keep ranting about this as we go.
So you're gonna do Raining Blood for all 3 movies? Good lord.
Yeah.
Let's say just do the total. I don't care about each one.
It doesn't matter.
I went through the trouble to break it down, so you're gonna listen, Nate.
All right, we're gonna listen. We're gonna listen to it.
No,
it's really ambiguous how many monsters there are too, because that counts, right?
Yeah, I was not gonna break it down any further. So if it died, it's on the screen. It's on the count. Part 1, 18 deaths, humans and creatures.
God damn.
Part 2, 24.
Okay.
Part 3, 27.
Jesus God.
For a cumulative total of, drumroll please, this had to be planned, 69.
Oh my God.
All right. That's too good of a gag for a stupid ass trilogy.
That's
That's also why I had to break it down like that. You were fucking up my joke, Nate.
No, it's good. It's a good joke. You had to, that's a good reveal. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know how we do this, but
what do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
Oh boy.
You're driving, Nate.
So I guess Charlie, what's your favorite kill in this piece of shit movies?
You know what? I'm gonna stick with the only one that made me rewind, and that's the hero in part 3 dying because Secret shoots him as he's trying to teach her how to use the gun. Because I went, aha, that was great, and backed it up again and watched it again.
Funny.
It was hilarious. I genuinely wasn't expecting that one. That one caught me off guard. I laughed. My favorite thing in the entire series is Jean-Claude Segal losing his arm, which is the funniest fucking
thing. The Rambo 3
ever.
gag was good.
I loved it. But that's the only reason part 3 is better than the other two.
Well, Pete, if you can remember any of these 69 kills, what's your favorite?
I got 3.
What?
I got 3. Film number 1. I really, much like your shocking when what's her goddamn name? Honey Boo Boo?
Secret kills. Yeah.
When Secret kills, like we weren't expecting that. I wasn't expecting Jason Mewes' face to be ripped off.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was
Yeah.
great. He's just
It's
like,
cool,
"Hey,
but it
man."
just happens so fast.
It happens really fast. It's really dark. You don't quite see it, but there it was definitely there. And it happens wonderfully. And he's almost I think he's alive for a while.
He is. He's still alive for a little bit.
Yeah. I wish
Yeah.
they would have shown that a little more. Like they would have tripped over him later and he goes, "Oh."
They could have used him in lieu of the biker chick.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yep. Had him get humped or whatever. In movie number 2, the baby made me
Jesus Christ, Pete.
I know.
Literally, when I said "fuck this movie," that's going to be your kill of the week in part 2.
So absurd. Mostly because he's running down the middle of the street with this dummy baby, this baby doll in
The
his
dummy
arm.
baby is funny.
It's
you
great.
know.
It's so
The
it's
kid
so-
would
and
have been dead from whiplash if
and-
it had been real. You know?
I was not ready for him to just throw it up and sacrifice it to the monsters. I was not expecting that, even though you guys both said you were. And then
I expected worse. I'm sorry. I
right.
Honestly,
Thank
I
God
was
we did that.
relieved when it died.
And then in the third movie, the very last kill when the heroes, quote unquote, when the humans go feral and start devouring
Oh my
the
god.
monster, and they
Oh,
start eating
because it's a feast. Don't you get it?
Right. No, I get it. I
Oh.
got it. But that was a turn of affairs I was not prepared for, and kind of
True. I
kinda
should
like
have seen
that.
it coming a mile away.
Oh,
I
yeah,
should
I
have,
was-
by all
I-
means.
So Secret was it Secret that started that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had enough
Because
and
that was technically Slash.
yeah.
And he's named Slash
right.
because he slashes prices on cars.
Right. So and then she just rips his throat out, much like the monsters have been doing the whole time.
Right. And
She
then
rips the monster's
everyone
throat out, and then they
joins
all
in.
dive in and start chomping at the beastie. So I had 3. There you go.
Nate, you gotta pick one.
There's one in the first one where a monster like does the Incredible Hulk thunderclap to someone's head.
Oh,
I don't
that was
remember
it.
who.
The guy that
No,
got
And
you're
it's a
right.
really good,
He got
gooey,
vomited
bloody
on.
moment. Yeah.
He was
Judah.
gross.
That was
Oh,
what it was.
Judah, that's right.
okay,
The beer
that
guy.
was a
So
good
that
one.
one's a good one.
Yeah.
If anything, it's very shocking to see how much terrible CGI gets implanted in the kills and the blood in 2 and 3, because there is a good mixture of practical in 3, but 2 just has like that very notorious CGI blood that's just like
all the
I
CG
probably
blood
could do
splatter,
that on my phone.
Fucking hate it.
I know you could do it on your phone. You can do it
Yeah.
on our laptops in no time now. But okay, do we want to go ahead and rate this, or do we want to do our homework?
I guess let's do our homework first, and then we'll rate it.
About the homework. goddamn
Nate
it.
gave us homework.
Yep, he sure did.
So Nate, you're running this.
All right,
I
so
think you should go first, though.
okay, well the homework this week was if you were to enter the bar and you had to say a really badass line to save everyone, what would it be? What would be your tagline?
Oh, because I did a card. I didn't know I was supposed to say it. I did like what they did in the first one. where-
Oh, you did a card. That would have been smarter homework.
It's okay. It'll work. You say your thing, and I'll just do mine. It'll be fine. We're just as discombobulated as all 3 of these movies.
All right. So then and for me, if I'm going first, like I burst into the bar, right, and go, "Where's the oatmeal cream pies?"
Okay.
Because I like oatmeal cream pies, and so I'd want to
okay.
get a snack before I start. You don't want to
Kicking
fight
ass.
on empty
On
stomach.
empty stomach. No, it's a
Yeah,
bad idea.
come on now. So imagine it. I come in and I pump my shotgun. Where's the cream pies? And now you think, oh God, are we getting robbed?
I don't know if I'd go with cream
Robbed or
pies
raped?
after
I
what
don't even
happens
know.
in this movie. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right choice of words there, Nate, but okay,
No, it's probably
that's
not.
yours.
That's mine. Pete, what's yours?
Oh shit! Give me a sec here. Jesus.
All right, I got mine. You want me to do
All
mine?
right,
Then
go-
give
go
you a
for it.
second.
Go
So
for it.
I did title card as if I walk into the bar and like
And
at
then
the
what
bottom,
shows up?
So
Okay.
it'll be like name Evil Grand Overlord, status doesn't need armor, the beard protects, life expectancy someone has to rebuild this shit afterwards. That's what I did.
Yeah, all right. That's
mine.
all
Good.
way more clever than all 3 of these movies.
I'm sorry. I did
Yeah.
that in like 20 seconds because
Hey, that's
I
all it
almost
takes.
forgot
Though.
to do
It
it.
only would have took maybe 20 seconds for someone to save us from these movies, but
we were getting ready to record, and I went, shit, I forgot the homework. And I just started scribbling it down.
Pete, what's yours?
Well, I walk into the bar. My title card says Seabiscuit. And the bartender looks at me and says, why the long face?
God damn it.
I don't get it.
Seabiscuit's a horse.
Oh, I
bartender-
thought Seabiscuit was the jockey that
horse
rides the horse.
Walks.
Oh,
No, it's the
Seabiscuit's
horse.
Seabiscuit is the
And
horse?
The bartender asked me why the long face.
Yeah, because horses
And
have long faces.
It's a bar joke.
You know what? I'm going to give it to you, Pete. That's better than all three of these movies still. Charlie, we should rate these stupid films.
Not before I
Pete's
get a beer.
stupid ass joke just made me remember of another stupid ass joke.
Yeah,
I
bring it
heard
on.
today. This guy walks into a bar with a newt on his shoulder, and the bartender goes, "What's the name of your? That's a really cute newt. What's its name? My newt." Oh no, I fucked it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you fucked that up. I think I know where you're going, but I'm gonna let you.
What's his name? Tiny, because he's minute.
Oh,
you
that's what's
go.
great about when telling jokes is that you always flub it because your mind just can't remember how it's supposed to be phrased.
I control the edits on this shit. Don't even worry about it. I'll say it right, and Nate is gonna laugh his ass off. So it's
No.
totally fine. Yeah, let's. I don't know. I don't know.
Guys,
Oh,
it's okay. He just wanted
I
to
fucking know.
Oh, okay. This is rating time. Okay.
I think Nate should lead the charge here. I need to know where to go.
All right.
Where's
I'll
the
tell you
bar
where.
at?
I'll
Where's
tell
the
you where
bar?
the bar's at because I did math on what they all would have been. Then I divided it by 3. That way I got the average, and it came out. I'm going to give this movie a 2. The whole trilogy gets a 2. I hate these movies. I am going to go throw my copy of Feast somewhere. That way it's not mine anymore. I don't want it on the shelf anymore, knowing that I own it. I hate 2 and 3 so much. I'm so mad that someone else had an opportunity to make a movie, and this is what they did. I'd kill for that opportunity, but I don't do it because I'm lazy. So I get it. These guys not as lazy, and they got paid. Good for them. But oh my God, this is like the sludge that is underneath the bottom of the barrel that's been sitting there for so long. That's what these movies are. And they're so bad. I think they make me rage. Fucking rage. That's all I can think of. So this was a stupid idea for Thanksgiving, and I'm not thankful for these goddamn movies. It was a bad idea. So I could probably rant a little bit harder, maybe later. I don't know. Get me out of here, Pete.
These movies, boy, that first one, boy, it's almost a good movie, but I can't see a goddamn thing. The camera moves too fast, it's too dark, and then it snowballs downhill from there. It's awful. Nate, you're right. It's a 2. Fuck it. Fuck this movie.
Yeah, all 3.
Strong, non-recommend. Strong, ignore this movie. Don't
This
even
is the
bother.
perfect example of a movie trying to be a cult trilogy.
Yeah.
Like we are going to be known forever in the horror atmosphere of what we brought to the table with the Feast films. It's like, no, you didn't. All you did was bring it to where if I ever see you at a con, I'm going to punch you in the stomach,
Right.
John Gulager.
Boy, I thought even like the absurdity. I should like this movie. I should like all these because of how absurd they are. Except they're insulting. They make me feel stupid for watching them.
Yeah, my IQ did drop a little bit, and I can't
I
go any
can't
further
afford that.
down. Yeah, it's bad for the health.
Charlie, you're up, dude.
Well, gentlemen, there's only one rating I can give this movie.
I knew it,
Yeah,
and I was like, I can't do that, but I know Charlie can.
I'd rather watch this particular movie before I watch any 3 of these. This movie brings back the triumphant negative fucking thirst.
No, like, oh.
I'll watch Thirst 3 times before I watch these movies again.
I'll watch Metal Storm over again. That's the thing. Even if all three of us were together, these movies would still
Not even
fucking
fun.
suck.
Pete would just be beating the shit out of Nate for making us watch them. Not to mention, if we have to sit there and watch all three in a row, that's almost, what is this? 1, 2, 3. It's almost 4.5 hours of shit.
Yeah, pure shit.
I've been thinking about bad long movies, and you made me watch 4.5 fucking hours of a bad long movie.
Because part 2 is an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like the worst tasting ever.
You put 2 and 3 together, there's 3 hours pretty much. Plus an hour and a half for the first one. It's 4.5 fucking hours. And then we've spent a little over an hour talking about 4.5 hours. So we're now at 5.5 hours of
our
feast.
lives have been spent with this.
I had to do research and look up clips. I'm at 6 hours.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. I didn't know this was going to happen.
This is why we don't do cold watches. This is why the rule was put in place, Nate.
Well, we're still going to break that once in a while. The fact that I knew as the movies went on, I was like, even as a party, these would not be fun.
No. Because you're gonna offend someone.
People are going to kill each other if they get together with beer and pizza.
Yeah, and Metal Storm, we at least had fun watching that one together, Pete.
Oh yeah, yes we did.
We
did.
I like that movie, so it's definitely better than these.
I'll declare, I think these are the worst movies we've ever covered on the podcast.
I'm pretty sure.
It used to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022.
Oh, there's a lot of redeeming value.
I'd rather watch that again.
Oh,
I would.
You and me both.
I honestly would rather watch that Netflix Chainsaw Massacre movie over these. And I'm not just saying collectively all three, separately too. 1, 2, and 3. Like I really hate these movies.
I never want to watch I'm with you, man. I don't know if I still have it, but I own the first one. I bought it,
Get rid of it
because it looked really cool. It had a cool cover. The creature looked interesting. Henry Rollins was in it.
I kind of want to just like throw mine on the bike trail behind my house. And then, that's just where it goes.
Some poor kid's going to find it, man. That's like leaving a gun out.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Don't do that, man. You got to be more responsible with your
Okay,
DVD.
I'll go throw it on the high school football field somewhere nearby.
Wrap it inside a nudie magazine.
You can do what I did
when the kid will find some value.
Get rid of a perfectly good nudie magazine? Are you serious?
I'm an adult. I can buy all sorts of nudie magazines.
Yeah, also that kid's gonna be like, what is this, a time machine? You have to work at your boobies on paper? What am I, some sort of caveman? I don't want to do this.
Find that weird stash in the woods.
Yeah.
I had a buddy this was early 2000s when I lived in Ohio. He would burn CDs for me, and he knew my hatred of U2. And I was driving back home, and he had made me like 3 or 4 CDs. LimeWire kids, look it up. And I'm listening to one. I get down to around Portsmouth, and I pop in the next CD, and it plays a normal rock song, and then U2 comes on. I'm like, you motherfucker! And I hit skip. U2. The entire CD was U2. As I crossed the bridge into Kentucky from Ohio, it went right out the window into the Ohio River. And then he asked me, he goes, hey, did you find my present? I said, yeah, it's somewhere in the Ohio River. And he goes, no, you didn't. I'm like, the fuck I didn't.
Yeah. And now it's on the other side of the Mississippi. I don't want anything to do with the U2.
There's fish out there that hate Bono now. I've done my part. Fuck that guy.
I need to get rid of this movie. It cannot be in this household any
longer. We
longer.
need to see a good movie. Stat.
We do. So,
I mean, do we need to do a trash opinion? Because pretty much
I didn't even find a trash opinion because I didn't want to listen to anyone praise these movies.
I found a good opinion.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that. So I was like, nope.
Yeah,
I'm not going to hear anyone talk about these movies. My show.
This movie doesn't even get Danny DeVito in it. So it is Danny DeVito lists. So we're not even going to run that. Okay, we're running low. We're running the short episode.
A good movie. What are we doing next week? That doesn't
suck. No one
suck.
wants to hear any more about this movie, so it's best that it's short.
Well, this is what, Thanksgiving? That means it's the end of February. That means we're starting December. It also means we are starting our hiatus. But don't
Yes.
worry, everyone. We have pre-recorded all of December
Oh my God, we have,
and
yes.
part of January. We have worked hard for you all, so you still get episodes every Tuesday. We will not miss. We haven't missed yet. We're always there, and we're still going to continue on with our might be Christmas, might just have snow in it. So first off, we were doing an action movie. One near and dear to my heart is I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren, also
Yeah,
known
we
as
watched
that
that.
stupid Dark Angel title, which we don't call it that here.
That's a movie I hear about.
That's right. We are going to follow that one up with our horror selection that Nate tried to do a little bit better on. We've all already recorded these before we even got to Feast. So just so everybody understands the connotation in my voice, we are doing Dead Snow 2. That's an interesting conversation we all have. A lot of fun. Yep.
Holding my tongue.
And our actual Christmas episode, we're only doing one. We're getting it out before Christmas because as far as December 25th goes, after that day, no one listens to Christmas episodes anymore. So I was like, let's get it out early. We are covering Violent Night with David Harbour. It is a lot of fun.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, apparently the person that directed Dead Snow 2 also directed Violent Night. So, hey, we did some good there.
That wasn't planned.
And we round out December with a Norwegian found footage film called Troll Hunter, a Pete pick.
Shocker. I picked a foreign film.
Yeah, shocker.
Right, yeah.
He had to pick the movie that you got to read. Now, it's funny. So I was just on the Evil Deaths podcast, and we did Slime Bolorama, blah, 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 with Linnea Quigley.
Yes,
now I know how to pronounce that.
Fun.
It was a great episode. A lot of fun.
Slave Girls from Slime Ball Bolorama.
Whatever. It the one thing you don't want is me, like, I don't know, I guess advertising the show because I can't do it. And I was like, well, Charlie's the action guy. I'm the horror guy. And Pete's the artful guy. He's the artsy guy. Yeah, that's what you are in my head. You're the artsy guy because you make us read movies.
I'm excited now, not for the episode, just to hear how Nate describes the show.
It's a train wreck, let me tell you.
I've also heard that Nate's no longer allowed to come by himself. We want the whole crew with us now. At least that's how I interpreted that message.
Nope, I'm making them build a Nate signal.
We've made a terrible mistake by only inviting Nate.
No. They're going to get a Nate signal, and they're going to shine it bright when they need me in their darkest times.
A Nate signal.
It's just a plate of nachos. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, it's okay, Nate. I will take it from here. And if you want to continue on following some of the shittiest fucking movies we've ever covered, you can follow us over at Give Me Back My Horror Movies, the podcast group. Give Me Back My Action Movies, the podcast group. We are on Instagram under both of those names. We are on X. We are on Twitter. We are on Threads. Twitter and X are the same thing. What's the other one? TikTok. That's where else I'm at. It's one of those. I can't keep up anymore. I'm even questioning posting this episode when it comes out. We just let it go.
Yeah.
No promo.
Need more Feast.
If you want to hear us suffer, listen to this podcast.
That's true.
Honestly, yeah.
I look forward to Pete's paragraph on how he promotes this episode.
Oh shit! I do have
you're behind about 2, or no, this makes 3. You're behind now.
Oh,
yeah.
Hell. Okay.
We recorded 2 yesterday, so that's.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
We've literally recorded what? If we count these as 3 individual movies, probably 9 movies this week.
Yep.
I don't know. I just want to watch movies for fun again. I just want to watch a movie that I don't have to think about, I just
till he watches it and goes, we should have covered that on the show.
Yeah, I realize that's like, Nate, all you have to do is watch the movie and still have fun. Yes, but I actually have to actively try to remember it the best I can or take notes and then talk about it. And sometimes that's exhausting after, a long day of work.
You lying sack of shit.
Hey, I've just gotten that damn good, dude. Just get us out of here. I'm done with this.
Are you done? There's no final word, Nate? Nothing you want to no
I don't
line
know.
from
Yeah,
the movie?
give me a final word.
Nate, get us out of here with the good word.
All right, then, if I can't come here for the oatmeal cream pies, where's the fudge rounds, double-decker size?
Now.
My own, dialogue is better than the entire script.
That's
Yeah.
just you. That's you.
Yeah, that's just me.
Dialogue to this film. Okay.
Yeah, it's better than this piece of shit.
I'm telling you,
God.
one of the best gags was that little person running out of the bedroom with this big floppy dick.
With his schlong just slapping.
Oh my God, it was like 14 inches long and it was just whack, 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 whack.
That was a moment where I went, this movie might have potential. And boy, was I wrong.
Yes, I was so
It
excited.
was a literal tripod.
Oh, for sure. Oh man, it was so funny.
It's like a baby's arm holding an apple.
I don't know why it made me laugh so much. I just wasn't expecting it.
Man. I know we're supposed to usually talk about what we're thankful for on these type of episodes. But
Right. Are we thankful?
I'm
Are we thankful that we're done now?
I'm glad it's over with. Like,
I'm thankful for you guys.
I don't like that.
Ew.
Gross.
That's
No.
nasty. Who ate all the deviled eggs? This is bullshit.
Charlie ate the deviled eggs. Son of a bitch.